I'm Lenny Rumpler, and I'm a photographer, and I live in Barrington, and right now I'm at my house, and we're getting ready to have a show at IMAGO Gallery. I've been a member there for 8 years, and the show is going to be mostly flowers and nature and still lifes. One of the things that when looking over some things the other day, and because we all accumulate things and we never throw anything away, I noticed this little book on photography, and quite technical, and most people would recognize the name Leica. And my father, when I was in college, knew I was interested in photography, and he had taken a trip and he bought a Leica for me. And took me quite a few years before I realized what one of the great cameras of all time, that I was in possession of that, and I tried to live up to my equipment. So I've continued to be interested, and of course that was film in those days. We all forget that there was a day when there wasn't any such thing as digital, and it was all film. About 10 years ago, I made the change from film to digital, and one of the main reasons was that I was not happy with the results that I was getting in the darkroom, and I've had 3 different darkrooms over the years. The old style darkroom, what we call the wet darkroom, but I never could get the results in color that I wanted. We took a lot of slides, and we would take these slides and project them. I made the transition from the slides, thousands and thousands of slides that I made, into digital images, and then I decided to buy myself a digital camera, and I still continue to take pictures of film and digital and compared them for about a year. And then the digital cameras just kept getting better and better. You didn't even have to wait a year. 6 months later, the camera would be better. And it got to the point where I just couldn't see where there was a significant difference. And I completely switched over to digital shooting. Right now, we're on my porch at my home, and we have sometimes wonderful light coming in the window, and it's great for taking pictures of still lifes and flowers, but sometimes the lighting isn't what I would like it to be, and so I will take my camera and set it up on a tripod here, and with artificial light I will be able to get the lighting that I want, irrespective of what kind of lighting is going on outside. And that way, by able to get pictures without having to wait for good weather, and when I absolutely don't have any lighting from outside and I want complete control, then I go down my cellar where I have just complete darkness, and then I use artificial light to give me pictures that I am going to be showing you at my upcoming IMAGO show. This photo was taken here downstairs in my cellar studio because there is no outside lights, no natural light. It all had to be put together with artificial lighting. And but the thing that's unusual about it is my ability to be able to place the light so that it lights the front enough, but I can take light and put it around the back. And so this is front lighting and back lighting at the same time. And I don't think if I had to do that outside, it would be much more difficult. By having it in an environment where you can control what you're doing and intensify the light or lower the light in various places. And by the way, I do take more than one shot. I take many shots, and maybe only 2 or 3 out of 20 of the same setup will be good enough for me to work on. This particular show that you're going to see at IMAGO Gallery has a lot of flowers and or natural, what you see in the natural environment. I am an environmentalist. My son works for Environment America, but I am not interested in flowers to grow them. I am not in the least bit interested in how they grow or whether they come from seeds or bulbs or whatever. I'm interested in the beauty that natural things have. And that is how I come to put a show like this together. But I do know beauty and what I think is beautiful, and that's what I try to get in my photographs. So as far as continuing, it might not always be flowers. It might be other things that interest me, but the idea of broadening out my ability to be able to take a picture in no matter what the light is. I would like to think that I would be able to take a real good, I don't mean acceptable, but really fine photograph no matter what the light. The natural light in the morning is something special. So don't think by listening to what I'm saying today about artificial light that I'm giving up the use of natural light. They're just two different things, and they're both important, and I will probably continue to try to learn everything I can learn in both areas. And what my next project will be, I really don't know.